afternoon, a bientôt, buenas tardes, wherever you are in the world, and a whole bunch of other languages that are beautiful and I don't know at all. Welcome to my podcast. So I've just returned from London and facilitating and beginning to create potential amazing businesses and events and creating relationships. What an amazing last week I had. And my creative producer and I, we had a little trouble getting together today. It was like weird. It was like, first of all, somebody wanted to change their appointment and cut into my time with her. And then I tried to find her and then I didn't get a response. And so here we are, really literally about I almost said 4 years. Feels like 4 years later, when there's no time, but 4 hours later, and we finally reach each other, and we were unwilling to give up. And I think that that's really what I'd like to speak to you all about. Is it would have been really easy for one of us to go, oh, fuck it, this is too hard, right? Have you ever done that in your life? Well, maybe you haven't, but I know I have, because I tend to quit instead of create. Now, I didn't even really get consciously what that meant until I had my mentor, the founder of Access Consciousness, pointed out to me in a strong talk. I thought I was avoiding, I think I was evading, but I thought I was avoiding confrontation. And I thought it was the kind thing to do to walk away. When I was growing up, there was this whole thing. It was, the war in Vietnam it was like, make love, not war. And so I got entrained into this thought process that to actually walk away from a confrontation was like cool. It was hip. It was a thing to do. It was like, yeah, this is the way we create more consciousness on the planet. Wow. Was I not really correct about that? Anyway, so it turns out that my decision to walk away and to see it as creating more was actually the opposite of what was occurring. I was actually walking away from myself and walking away from choosing to fight for me and my life and my creation and my work and my future. And I got to tell you, I actually didn't really even get it the first time he said it. Have you guys ever noticed that you have really good friends and they point something out to you and you're like, oh, no, that's not me. No way. I get where you're coming from, but you got the wrong person. Second time, you're like, I think I remember my friend talking to me about this, but no, I think she's mistaken. Third time, it's like, I know this energy. I know this conversation. Where are we going with this? And perhaps you've, taken a workshop or, actually found an access class, which of course is like the bullet train to like more awareness, faster, better, quicker, sooner. Yeah, let's giddy up. Let's go. So something has occurred and hopefully you're transitioning, you're moving every day. You're becoming something greater. I'm hoping. What would it take? That's my prayer and my call out to God. If there is one, what would it take for me to be greater today? But what if that point in time when you couldn't hear it, and then at least three conversations, maybe more later, you're like, so what exactly does quitting my life look like? What does giving up on myself look like? And that's the question I began to ask myself. Now, if you would begin to ask that question, am I quitting on myself? Am I quitting on my future? Am I creating or am I quitting? And that's kind of, I like to come up with little like musical, little jingly kind of things because it helps me remember where I'm going and what I'm working on. And have been working on for about a year. Am I quitting or am I creating? Ever since I began to ask more questions and get that awareness. And so this morning it was like, I am just stubborn. Where is my CP? What is going on here? And apparently she was doing the same thing on the other end. And so it's cool. We're here. And how are you guys doing? And if you've ever thought thoughts like that, have I got tools for you? So basically it's your choice to never give up. It's your choice to ask a question. Even is now the time, or can I reach out in an email? What can I do? I mean, I think I sort of had diarrhea of the keyboards. You know, I reached out in every form that I could to my CP and said, you know, I'm having trouble. I can't find the link, you know, blah, blah, blah. I tried everything I could. And then I went, okay, well, what's right about this I'm not getting? And then you just kind of take a deep breath and move on. And I had a couple other calls, and that's what happened. And then suddenly, out of the blue, she reaches out to me, and here we are. So this is what I call the miracles of life and living. And for me to be able to be here right now in the same day and being able to go, hey, you guys, you know, are you quitting on yourself, or are you creating something different? What if you could choose in 10-second increments? I mean, and of course, really my foundation of what I talk to you from are these amazing access consciousness tools that are the most rewarding tools I've ever used in my life. And I would encourage you to Google, is that what you would do? Google www.accessconsciousness.com and find a class near you, or find a YouTube video. If you are struggling at all with creating your life, creating your future, like asking, what the fuck am I doing? And why am I not, why am I not making the amount of money that I thought was possible for my life? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but how'd you do in college? You know, if you made certain grades, or if you take an IQ test, I mean, my IQ is off the charts. And I'm like, well, my life is not showing that. So somebody's wrong. Okay, that's where we go. We go to, somebody must be wrong, you know, and it's not me. Oh yeah, it is me. Because just because your IQ is off the charts, which mine was something like 130, and I'm not sure if that's quite genius level, but I think the average person is like 90 or something. Anyway, I don't know if anybody can Google it, but I know that 130 is on the higher scale, which my thought was, well, if I've got that much brains, how come I don't have like an empire? How come I don't have a multi-million-dollar business? How come I seem to struggle every day with, like, my God, getting the pool fixed, you know, or like, you know, oh my gosh, my kids are coming to town. Let's make sure I mean, I'm like in this like random world of housekeeping and always trying to fix things, until finally the other day I went, you know what? I'm putting my house up for sale because I turned 60, and what do I want the next 10, 20, 30 years of my life to be like? I'm so rambling about so many things here. You know, I think I probably brought up 15 topics for the next 15 podcasts, and my CP is grinning. So I think that that's what we're talking about. But so we will be talking to you about all these scenarios, and what is it to not quit you and to create more for you. So I have no idea how much time we've gone already, or where we are in the scope of, we're out of time. Perfect. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. And I'm going to get the transcript of this and write down all the topics, and we'll be going over them. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to write info@CoreyGlassell.com, or you can find me on a webinar soon, because I'll be doing a 1 hour or 2 hour class on a regular basis about these amazing tools and how they can change your life. So look for it. Love you. Can't wait to see you someday in class. Bye.